Hey, what is up, guys? Darnell here from Cinema Critics, and today I'm going to give you my full review and reaction to The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 8, How It's Gotta Be. So, people who's catching this on the replay, we do reviews of The Walking Dead episode every episode. We'll do a breakdown. We'll do my quick thoughts breakdown, and then we'll go on to, predictions and stuff like that. So, if you can, please like and subscribe. We do movie reviews, we do TV show reviews, we do commentaries, which is pretty fun. You should definitely check it out. So, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. It had a lot of things going good for it. The characters are, they're doing well with all the characters, and I still think they have a little problem with the the quick cutting to certain parts. You get kind of confused a little bit, but not as bad as it was before. So, pretty good episode. Definitely had a lot of time to, work things out. I think problem with it, it was just a lot of too dark. Like, you gotta lighten things up a little bit. But overall, it was a lot of parts were too dark and you couldn't really see what was going on. But, great, pretty good episode. Great ending. Great ending to it. I wish there was a little bit more build up to that ending. I'll explain that a little bit later, but great ending as well. Great ending for the, and this is the mid-season finale, so they did a great job with that. It held your attention well, built things up, and then it definitely left you with a cliffhanger to hold you off until February when they come back for the second half of the season. Which I don't get why they split the season up in half. What's the point? Just put it all through. I guess there's really no point of splitting it. But all right, so let's go ahead and break down the episode. All right, so first they show a lot of faces. There's a point where they're showing each other's faces and they're flashing to each person. They showed Rick, they showed Carl, they showed a couple of people's faces, and they show that towards the end as well. So they show Rick with the trash can people, Jadis, and it pretty much starts up right towards the end of the previous episode where Rick is trying to get a hold of the sniper team and they can't get a hold of him, and he's trying to get a hold of him, and he actually gets attacked by Negan and his men as they go to the sanctuary. And the trash can people, which that's what I call them, they bounced on him. They just ran away. Boom, gone, left him. Which I was like, damn, But, that's how they do, So they bounced on him. And, so it's Rick, Carol and Jerry, and they're saying, hey, we gotta warn everyone, let them know that they escaped, because everyone thinks that they're still in the sanctuary locked away, and the zombies came in, and they're still holding out. But then they show Negan has escaped. They show him driving away. And that's pretty much the end, right when the credits hit. They show Enid and Aaron. They're talking and they're heading to Oceanside, and they need more people, so they go to Oceanside, and before they stop at Oceanside, Enid says, "Hey, let's go to this distillery." They get some liquor to give them to try to get them to join the fight. They cut to Daryl talking to Michonne, and they're talking about, hey, the plan worked, talking about that. They think the plan worked out for them. So Eden and Aaron, they're sitting there, hanging, I guess sleeping, and Aaron sees a shadow, and so he gets out. They both get out, see what's going on, and Aaron gets hit. So Enid actually shoots the person who hit Aaron. Comes to find out it's the grandmother from Oceanside. So that's going to be in a real predicament, I wonder if that's the same head lady, the one that didn't want them to join. I'm not sure if that's them, or if that was her, or if that was someone else. So I'm not sure. It was hard to tell because, like I said before, it's a little dark in some spots. But if that was her, that might help them in the long run. They might join, but they just killed her, so that's kind of crazy. So they're kind of, effed at the moment. So so then they show Carl and Michonne, Tara, Rosita, Daryl, and they're talking, and then boom, Negan is over on a megaphone telling them, hey, you got 5 minutes, you have to surrender, or I'm coming in, I'm killing you, Rick, I'm gonna kill everybody. He's pretty much telling, yeah, I'm killing everyone, or I'm just gonna kill Rick, and gonna kill Rick and show everyone I'm take over. Excuse me. So Kingdom is also hit. Saviors hit the Kingdom, and they're looking for King Ezekiel. They have all the people, have them all round up, saying, where is he? They want to get a hold of the King Ezekiel, and they're saying that, we're going to stay here because you destroyed our place. We're going to stay here, and you're going to help us find King Ezekiel. So here's one thing that, so Maggie and Jesus and this guy Neil, I guess, for all of a sudden, which haven't really seen him, they're driving, and they actually get, ambushed by the Saviors. They show that they have Jerry, which is like weird because Jerry, Rick, and Carol they're driving and they get sideswiped. So how did Jerry is the only one who got captured, which is it's kind of weird. But he gets captured, and they're telling him. So they get captured, and then they cut it. They go to Carl. Carl's telling everyone, "Hey, I have a plan. We're gonna do it this way. You told me for me to take charge, and this is me taking charge. I have this plan. We're gonna do it." So I guess they decided, hey, let's do his plan. So, which is cool. He's stepping up. So, all right. So, Carl goes up to Negan. Negan's about to bust in, and he says, hey, you can kill me, and if you kill me, it should save everyone else. Don't kill anyone else. You can just kill me, and let everyone else live. And and he has this really good line that he tells Negan. They go back and forth a little bit, and while they're doing that, the rest of the people in Alexandria actually bust out through the back, and they drive away. And then Dwight and the rest, some of the saviors, they go after him. And then from there, Negan and the saviors, they all shoot inside Alexandria with grenade launchers, and start blowing up the place. So Carl, kills me, but he's dropping smoke bombs, taking his time, dropping these smoke bombs, and walking backwards to this, to where he wanted to go, which was a sewer grate where he hit the one guy that he saved. So he's taking a sweet time, and then he actually gets blown up. Well, not blown up really, but like he was next to an explosion and it kind of knocked him out. So back with Maggie, Trevor, I forgot his name, but I call him Trevor from GTA, tells Maggie he's going to kill Jerry and kill, someone else if they don't go back to the hilltop, surrender, and go back to making crops. They said they will kill the people of the kingdom, they'll kill people in Alexandria, but they really need them at the hilltop because they have all the food. They, grow all this food, all the crops, and they're good at it. So they don't want that to end. And so she doesn't really say anything. So the guy in the back named Neil, Trevor shoots Neil. Boom. Right? Which I'm like, they barely showed this dude. I don't even remember this guy. And they ended up killing him, which kind of like, okay, whatever. Don't really know this guy. So I end up killing him, and then they're about to kill Jerry as well, and she tells him to stop. And then she asks for the box where they can put Neil in and stuff. She says that she wants a box as well. So Carl wakes up, and for moments getting blown up, and he's walking back, trying to walk his way back to the sewer grate, and he actually gets blown up, almost gets blown up again, standing right next to a house. So he's walking back, and it's really like really super slow motion, like he's walking back, like, why are you walking so slow? But then you just booked it right, when you're next to that house, you booked it pretty fast, but now you're walking really slow. So comes to find out, Daryl, Tara, Michonne, they're actually waiting to ambush the sabers that were following the convoy from Alexandria. So and Dwight is leading that charge. So Dwight knew it was coming up, and he pretty much drove it into the ambush on purpose, and then they start attacking. So they all get out, and they're shooting back and forth, and Dwight's sitting there getting shot at, and he makes the quick move to start shooting the other saviors. So he's killing most of these saviors, and then he ends up getting shot by one of the lieutenants, the one girl, I forget, I don't think I have her name, but he ends up getting shot by her, and then she's like, it's been you all along, you're the mole, and he ends, so she's telling him, tell them to stop, call them off, and she ends up getting shot herself and getting killed, and so he gets saved. And so which is cool. Like it come to had a time where Dwight had to pick, like he's helping out from the shadows, but he had to, this is his time to do it, but he ended up getting shot. He obviously, you would think the girl's on the other side of the car, so pay attention to her as well. So back with in Alexandria, all the saviors are looking for Carl. Negan tells them, hey, he is still here. you know, he wanted to go out with the, you know, with the ship, you know. So they're looking for Carl, and so he's trying to get to these sewers. He's almost there, and he sees some guys rolling up on him, and he has some more smoke bombs. So he lets off the smoke bombs, and he gets inside the sewer. So then they cut back to I guess before all this happened, and they show Eugene, and he's having trouble sleeping. You know, he's been drinking that wine just to, you know, help him sleep. He's been going through a lot, which I thought, my predictions, if you remember from the previous episode, that he was the one that was being killed, or at least at some point, because they've had a big emphasis on him. But they did the opposite, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So Eugene says to the doctor and Father Gabriel that, you know, the guard on this one side is gone, and he drugged them, and he left some keys. He, you know, accidentally left keys on the floor, which leads to a vehicle on that side, and he wants them to escape. And Gabriel wants to know why he's doing this, and he says, you know, so I can sleep through the night. So, you know, his conscience is, you know, weighing heavily on him, and so he wanted to do that so he could sleep, and you know, he wanted to do the right thing, which Father Gabriel was telling him about. And Gabriel's like, hey, you know, come with us. And, you know, Eugene, he's very logical. He, you know, he wants to make the best decision possible, where he's like, well, no, you know, odds are still I'm with, you know, Negan. Those are better odds. So I'm going to stay with him unless something different happens, you know. So that's with that. So so they go back to the kingdom with you know, Ezekiel and the members of the kingdom, and some of the saviors are telling them you know, that we're going to start killing people if we don't, you know, we don't find King Ezekiel. You know, we're not, you know, that we're not playing anymore. So so then they go back to Maggie, and Maggie's pissed off. You know, they just killed one of her guys. So Maggie goes, grabs one of the savior prisoners and tells him, hey, I want you come out. And the guy was like, you know, whatever, this chick, she's not going to do anything. And she ends up shooting homeboy right in the face, you know. And ends up killing him. And what she did with that box, she put the guy in the box and wrote a sign saying 38 more to go. You know, pretty much warning them, hey, I got some cat, you know. I have, you know, hostages, so don't do nothing crazy. You know, you take one of mine, just took one of yours. And so then they go back to Dwight and him laying on the ground, her, and he tells them that Eugene got them out, because they were trying to figure out how they got out, and Dwight tells them it was Eugene did something, which I think it was that intercom that he was working on. So he probably had our intercom on the, you know, far end or something. It was making noise, and zombies probably went over there. But that's a lot of zombies to get moving. So that's, you know. So and, you know, he tells them, you know, like, hey, you know, you need me, you know. You need me. I know how he works, you know. And it seemed like they, you know, they're pissed off at him because, you know, towards the beginning he was with that group. He was with the group when they killed Glenn. So, you know, even if he did switch sides, they still pissed at him because he killed Glenn, and, you know, he killed others as well. And which, you know, they knew he was helping beforehand. So why they're, you know, they're so pissed at him now. You know, they knew he's been working with them. So they all head into the sewer, And then as they're going in, Rosita sees Michonne's not getting in the sewer as well, and Michonne's pissed off. And so Michonne leaves and goes back to Alexandria. So Rick finally makes it back home, and he's looking for Carl and Michonne and everyone. And he gets attacked by Negan, who's waiting inside the house. And Negan has the upper hand, and then Rick, he starts his fight as well, and they start fighting back and fighting inside the house. And just when Rick about to grab his gun on the ground, he gets smashed by Negan, and he flies outside of the window, and he gets away. So I mean, it was a good little fight they had. I was wondering what was going to happen. Something had to happen before, with that. They're not going to end it in there. I don't see Rick getting captured, but so he gets away, and he runs into Michonne. They run into each other. Michonne gets grabbed up by this guy, and she tears him apart. She stabs him in the forehead and just starts cutting him up like crazy. And Rick finds her, and it's like, all right, where is everyone? So Michonne brings everyone back, brings Rick back to the sewer where everyone's at, and Rick comes down. He sees this, like, damn, this is what we become. We're in the freaking sewer. Everyone's all down, it's sad, and so he's looking around, and he sees the guy that he ran off, and he's thinking to himself, what is this guy doing here? And then Carl says, I let him here, So it looks like Carl, and then Carl pretty much shows them that he was bitten right in the stomach. So Carl is officially on his way out. And here's my thing. Okay, fine. I mean, I guess you wanted to do a, you wanted to a shocking ending. But what you could have done is actually shown him get bitten. And what they could have done is did a flashback. And just showed it. Like, just don't build it up. Flashback, show it, and then you show him take it off and see it. I think it would have been a little bit better. Like, I mean, I understand why they did it that way, which, it's still held up, but it's like everyone thinking, like, all right, when was he bitten? And I guess he was bitten when when he went to go save the guy, and he was attacked, and then he was just laying down. I guess that's when he was bitten. I guess they're gonna probably talk about it on the next episode in February. They'll probably explain it there. They'll probably show it there. But, I mean, them leaving it on a cliffhanger like that, that's fine. It's going to get everyone talking. It's going to get everyone, Carl. But here's my thing, with Carl. Like, my predictions were on last episode, if you guys watched it. My last prediction, it was either be King Ezekiel, Father Gabriel, or Eugene, who end up gonna die. Or no, Morgan. I think I said Morgan, Eugene, or Father Gabriel. Those three. So those are my predictions. I thought mainly my main prediction, I thought Eugene was gonna die. I thought he was gonna sacrifice himself, which he's probably still can, maybe towards the end of the season. I have a feeling he's gonna something, because he is very, split on what to do. He just helped them. He just helped Father Gabriel and the doctor get out, so he can help deliver Maggie's baby. So something. So Carl has been bitten, which I'm not. I'm surprised a little bit, but I'm not really surprised because this whole season, Carl's barely been on. Well, at least this first half of the season, Carl's barely been on it. Like, he's been always back. Him and Michonne, like, they have a reason for Michonne not to be having on TV time because Michonne has been hurt. You know, Rosita's been hurt. Carl has barely been on. Like, they did a little bit of thing with him with this guy, but barely showed anything. Like, barely got any time. So that kind of like almost felt like he was gonna get bit then, like right when he was getting attacked by those zombies. But obviously it happened then, but they just didn't show it. But I'm not surprised they barely showed him. I wish they built him up more and then to get bitten. But I mean, he's been there since the beginning, so you know, he's already been built up, I guess, so much. But it would probably have been more a little bit more you know, it would have hurt him, you know, it'd been a better of a knockout blow if they showed him a little bit more. What do you want me to tell you, Adria? Yeah, I just went through the whole episode. You can always just scrub back, and I went through it, but I'll tell you this, it was a good episode. Very good episode, I think. Action packed. Little, you know, a little dark in some spots, a little convoluted with the editing a little bit, but not as bad. Great way to end it it ended on a cliffhanger. Yeah, this is the 90-minute episode. This is the mid-season finale episode. They won't be back until February, but overall this is good. It kept the pace and as the other previous episodes, and it was good. Ended off on a big cliffhanger. Yes, very big. Right from the start, big things happen. If you want to know exactly, I can just bullet points. You know, Negan, they finally break out. They got away. They start attacking. You know. Yeah, yeah. There's no death, but it's a big something big happens, but there's no death. But it's definitely worth watching. Definitely a good watch. You know, it, like I said, it definitely maintained the style of the previous episodes. Something, you know, big happens, but not a death. I'll tell you that at least. No problem. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, overall, I liked it a lot. I think it was very good. Like I said before, this past 2 seasons for Walking Dead has been a great thing. I think, you know, previous season's been up and down with The Walking Dead. Even since after the first season, second season, it just went downhill. Then it go back up, and down. So these past 2 seasons been really great. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan did a great job as Negan. I think that's what really helped it. You know, a show can only be as good as the villain. Okay, think about all these Marvel movies. You know, the really good ones are the ones that have the good villains. You know, so So I think Negan really, like, every time he's on screen, every time he has dialogue, it's just you want to see it. What I'm saying? It's really good, and especially when he's on screen with Rick, just great. That hear them back and forth, and he has this. I think once it's over and he's dead, it's gonna be a bummer. That's all I have to say. So let's get into predictions on the second half, which is in February. Which I'm really pumped about this season, because this whole season, when they said it's all out war, they're right. They've been fighting back and forth all the first half of the season. So, what I think is going to happen, I think it's going to get slowed down a little bit. They're going to slow it down. I think this first half was to get everyone so pumped and so on board with this season. And then I think the first episode of the second season will be, fast paced, but I think a little bit after that, it's going to slow down a little bit. I think they're going to try to build up to the last episode, which is going to be crazy. I think they're going to build up to the second to last episode and the last episode. So I think the second half season, the first season is going to be crazy, a lot of action, and then it's going to build up. They're just going to take their time with it. It's not going to be as much action. And then, boom, the last 2 episodes are just going to be off the wall crazy. Which, that's fine. I enjoy that. I think you can't have too much action, and it just kind of like, it's just, when it's too much, it doesn't make any sense, because it's like, all right, well, how much fighting can you do without how many people died? How the main characters didn't die, So, and then it just gets a little weird because people are not dying, which they should be. So hopefully it's not too much fighting back and forth, but just enough, And I think hopefully they end it right way, because, we all think Negan's going to end up getting killed, but how? What is the circumstances of him getting killed? What do you guys thought? Please leave in the comments below. How do you think Negan is going to die, and who do you think is going to kill him? And I wonder, is it Rick? Is it Rosita? Is it Maggie? I think everyone I guess everyone think it would be Rick. But you never know. It could be a mixture, but you never know. So yeah, like, I'm trying to think what else. I think they're going to trash can people are gonna come back. I don't know if they're gonna come back to help, but they'll eventually show themselves. I think they really bounced on Rick. I think they're gonna go back to him or something like that. And then they have to deal with all of Oceanside and what's happening there. So I think that's gonna play parts as well. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? Like I said, if that's the right person, then hopefully they will help out at Oceanside. You never know. So yeah, like, let's go past this season. I didn't read the comics. I think I'm going to. I've always wanted to read the comics. I think I'm going to start. I know they're not, they're not really the same as the show. There's some certain parts that are the same, but there's a lot of stuff that's not happening. Most of the characters are in there, but then, like, Daryl, he's not in the comics at all. He's just a made-up character. So I think I want to start getting into it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm probably see if I can get them on my phone, and then just if I have some time, just pop it out and just read it. If any of you guys read the comics, let me know. Let me know how you like it. I'm sure it's good. Just haven't had the chance, and I wonder how many issues are there in the comics. Actually, I would like to know that. So if I know, like, if I have a a long way to go, so let's see. They're on issue 173. So yeah, they're pretty ahead. The first issue was in 2003. So I would have a lot of reading to do to catch up, and it's a lot. I mean, I think I could by February, I guess I would be able to. I think that's enough time. But yeah, I mean, there's 29 volumes. Let's see, the last volume 28. Let's see, the Horde Walkers reaches Alexandria. So reckon this community must survive while others try to steer the Horde to the sea. Yes, the Whispers. I heard about the Whispers. So the Whispers in the comics are like these people who, like, how the Rick and all, they put all the zombie blood on them, and they can walk with the the zombies without getting killed. So the Whispers they actually use zombies' skin. They cut it up, and wear them like like costumes, and then that's how they can walk with the zombies, not get killed or attacked or anything like that. So yeah. So overall, really good episode, really good way to end the mid-season finale. Great, 90 minutes. Boom, loved it. So thanks guys for watching. That is my Walking Dead season 8, episode 8 mid-season finale review. Great. This this season, last season, been awesome. And let me know what you thought about this episode. And please like the video, and please subscribe. Yes, Carl. No, not Carl. Coral. Now you said it right. Coral. It's Coral. He's not dead yet, but he will be dead. And I think what he's gonna do, I think he's gonna try to take as many people out as he can before he dies. I think that's his mission. It could be. That could be. Because they never showed him getting bit. Maybe he was bit by someone. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. I mean, they could do that because they did. Because they did that with Glenn. They kind of give the little fake out. It could be a fake out as well. It could be. And then they showed him being all sick. Like, he could just be, hurt from the explosion. So that's why he looks like that, So it could be a fake out. You never know. People would be pissed if they did another fake out like they did with Glenn. I guess we all won't know until February. Yeah, it all depends. It all depends when he got bitten. They made it seem like he got bit when he went to go help the one guy when they were both attacked. They made it seem like maybe that was when he got bitten, because that's really the only time he was really by zombies. Or he got bitten, I guess, when he was near the car that exploded. I don't know. But I thought it was weird that they didn't show it. They just, which I think they should have showed it, or have him as he was getting back to the sewer, have him get bit there, instead of just showing the bite. But yeah, you never know, especially with them, the way they did Glenn. You never know. But I think I would hope he was bitten, like, it just to let you know that no character is safe. Not the main, because everyone thinks, Daryl, Rick, only these certain people won't die. Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool to be by the set. I actually met a good amount of the cast. Got their autographs and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. We every year we go to this horror convention, and they're there. We get to meet. We met a good amount of the cast, like the older cast from like the first couple seasons. I got a good amount of autographs from them as well. Me and my wife. That's cool. That'd be awesome if you can just like, hey, can I get a walk on? Can I be a zombie walk in? That would be awesome. I know they had that contest going back. Oh, that's cool. My one of my friends just actually went today to that. They have one in I'm in Jersey, and she met Jeffrey D. Morgan, which is pretty cool. She just went today. Couldn't go. I couldn't go, but she did. Yeah, when I go to, I think March is the next Monster Mania in Jersey. I'll be there. I'm gonna vlog it. Do a nice vlog for you guys to see. I wonder who's gonna be there this year. Well, it's still kind of early, so they probably don't have a full list yet. No, they don't have a full list. They have a couple people. Yeah, Yeah, I think they just like to be around. I think they just had fun being on set, you know? I would think so. Oh, that is pretty high. I'm not sure how much was the one in the one my friend went to. I'm not sure how much it was, but yeah, 200 is pretty high up there. The one by me that I go to, Monster Mania, is about, ticket wise, is about only $25 to get in, which is pretty good. I don't know if it was in Jersey. I think it might have been in New York. Let me find out. Let me find out. Actually, it was in Jersey. Yes, and it was today. Let's see who the. Oh, it was a big cast. Let's see. So, Jeffrey Dean Morgan was there, played Negan. Chandler Riggs was there, who played Carl. Tom Payne was there, who played Jesus. Scott Wilson was there, who played Herschel. Kari Payton was there, who played Ezekiel. Cooper Andrews was there, who played Jerry. Greg Natero was there. Michael Kuditz, who played Abraham. Christian Serratos, who played Rosita, was there. Chick that played Sasha was there. Chick that played Tara. Dude that played Aaron. Freaking Simon. Spencer. Dwight. Enid. Freaking Michael Rooker was there. T-Dog. Morales. Fucking Eric. Wow. Yeah, that I should have went. That's they got everyone there. Wow. Then they have everyone from Sons of Anarchy was there. Tom Savini. Wow, that's they had a good group of people there. I wonder how much it costs to get in. And it was $55 to get in. That's pretty good. Oh, they have like a music there and all that stuff. Yeah, I'll be at maybe I'll go to the next Walker Stalker. It's a little on the high side, but I'll try to go one time. It's just always at the worst times for me. Like my daughter's birthday was today, so her birthday party was today. So I was like, I can't go. But yeah, I'll eventually go. But the next I will be at Monster Mania, and that'll be in March. But thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe. I do live streams. I do movie reviews. We do movie commentary, which is really funny. You guys will love that. But yeah, I think my next live stream, like review wise, I'm not sure what show I will do next. Maybe I'll leave it up to you guys to pick, because I'm not sure what I want to do. I just started watching Shut Eye, watching a couple other good shows, and maybe Vikings. Shameless is still going on, so maybe I'll do either one of those to live stream of a review. But thanks guys for watching. Please like the stream and please subscribe. Please subscribe to me, guys. Really appreciate it. And thanks for watching, and thanks for enjoying the time with me, and thanks for saying happy birthday to my daughter. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Normally I would end the stream a long time ago, but when there's people here talking to me, I will, you know, stay with you guys as long as possible, which it's really cool. And I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me and talk about Walking Dead, you know. So thanks, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.